Hello, friends. Do you remember last week's story? It was about a kind woman who helped the prophet Elisha by building him a room to stay in whenever he passed her house. God rewarded her for her kindness. He gave a son to the kind old woman and her husband, just as the prophet Elisha had said. This is where our story begins today. It is called Elisha and the Kind Woman, Part 2. Well, the child grew into a boy and brought great happiness to his mother. Then one day, something very sad happened. One morning, the boy was out in the fields with his father's servants, watching as they cut the wheat. It was a very hot day, so hot that the boy started to feel dizzy. My head, the boy shouted as he collapsed to the ground. The boy's father was close by. Carry him to his mother, he told one of his workers. His mother held the boy and nursed him until noon. Then suddenly, the boy died. She was shocked and heartbroken. The child she had so wanted and loved so much was dead. But the kind woman refused to give up. She took her son's body into the room she had built onto her house for the prophet Elisha to stay in, and she laid her son on the bed. Then the woman got onto a donkey and set off to find Elisha. As she got close to Elisha's house, Elisha and his servant Gehazi saw her in the distance. "I see that the kind woman is coming," said Elisha. "Run and see what she wants. Ask her if all is well." Gehazi ran to meet the woman. "Is all well?" he called. "Yes, all is well," she replied. She said this because she believed all would be well when God helped her. When she got to Elisha, she fell at his feet and held them tightly. She was so upset she couldn't speak. Gehazi didn't like to see his master being held like this. He grabbed the woman angrily and pulled her away. "Don't do that," Elisha ordered. "This woman is very upset. Usually God tells me what is going on, but this time he has not." The woman started to speak. "I always wanted a son," she wailed, "and the Lord gave me one. But now my son is no more." Now Elisha understood the problem. He held out his staff to Gehazi. "Here, take this," he said. He told Gehazi to run ahead to the woman's house and lay the staff on the boy. Gehazi set off at once. Elisha followed after him, but he was much slower than his servant. "I'll travel with you," said the boy's mother. When Gehazi got to the boy, he did as instructed, but nothing happened. Disappointed, he went back along the road to find Elisha. "The child is dead," he reported. Elisha continued on to the woman's house, went into the room, and closed the door. He prayed and waited for God to tell him what to do. Soon, God did just that. Elisha lay on top of the boy's cold, dead body. Miraculously, the boy's body began to warm up. Elisha did the same thing again. The second time the boy opened his eyes, sat up, and then sneezed 7 times. Elisha called to Gehazi, "Tell the boy's mother she can come in now." The woman came into the room and gasped. "Here is your boy," said Elisha. "He is alive again." The woman was full of joy. She fell at Elisha's feet again and bowed her head. She praised the one true God whose power had raised her son from the dead. Wow! That woman sure had faith. Instead of crying and mourning the son that God gave her through a miracle, her sincere faith made her find Elisha and ask for help, knowing that God would help her. The Bible says that if we have faith, like a mustard seed, we can tell the mountains to move, and they will. The woman's son was restored to life through Elisha the prophet because of her faith. This week, let's try to have faith like the woman in the story. Here is our verse for the week. Truly, I tell you, if you have faith as small as a mustard seed, you can say to this mountain, "Move from here to there," and it will move. Nothing will be impossible for you. Matthew 17:20. See you later, friends.